Are you ready to get the hydrofacial glow? Loved in 87 countries across the world. It's not a facial, it's a hydrofacial. Now available across the UK. Visit hydrofacial.co.uk to find your nearest location.
My darling mum was very beautiful. She had Elizabeth Taylor shoulders and a décolletage. I got my father's chest.
Hello. Hey. How is everyone? Did you have a good Jubilee weekend?
Oh, yes.
Jubileed out. What did you do, Dee?
Well, I feel very jubilant, as you can see by my outfit. I'm still in Jubilee mode, actually, and will be for the next few days. Well, I spent it with my family and watched loads of Jubilee television. Loved the concert. Yeah, I really adored seeing people like Diana Ross and Rod Stewart and everybody, actually. And
it was so multi-talented and multifaceted. It was just extraordinary.
It was really good.
Just wanted Cliff to sing.
Yes.
I know, darling.
We didn't really see that much of the people on the buses. That's a good name for a television series.
He did sing on the bus, didn't he?
Yeah.
He sang on the bus.
Loads of people, all the different buses, different people were grabbing the mic and singing as they went round. It was amazing.
Yeah,
it was.
But now, Harry, or Dee, I wonder if you can answer this question. How many people were in the mall totally? Because they said there's 22,000 watching the show at Buckingham Palace, but that was just in all the tiers, wasn't it? And around the front. I wonder how many
back sections, didn't it? Down the mall with screens, I think, didn't it?
Yeah, but it's more than 22,000 people there.
Well, that's quite a lot, isn't it?
No, honestly, it was crowded down the mall. So if anybody knows exactly, I want to know exactly.
Is this a competition? Is there a prize for the right answer?
Yes.
Dinner with Debbie.
Dinner with Debbie. And
Dinner with Debbie.
But don't let her cook.
To make that official.
and the runner-up has 2 nights dinner with Debbie cooking.
The loser gets 3 nights
with Debbie not cooking.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Oh my God. It was such a celebratory weekend, though. It was so fantastic. You know, and as everyone said, to bring everyone together, hopefully up to a point, it was good.
It was wonderful, wasn't it? And the Queen is just exquisite and still is.
Paddington Bear sketch at the beginning.
Did you love the marmalade sandwich?
Yes, I know. Getting it out of the bag. Oh,
probably the best sketch I've ever seen.
If she's not jumping out of an aeroplane with James Bond, she's sitting with Paddington having a marmalade sandwich.
Yes.
And humour that she's always there to do is fantastic.
Yeah. And talking about Bond, did you see all the Bond cars coming down the mall? Oh my goodness.
Some of them pushed. Some of the dames' cars yesterday had to be pushed up the mall.
Oh no, that was so funny.
That was really hilarious.
Was funny. But it was, I mean, imagine being there. And in fact, I'm going to tell you something secret.
Uh-oh.
Our guest was there.
It is, of course, the amazing Anita Harris.
Hooray!
Welcome.
Hey!
God save our gracious Queen.
Yes. Oh, darling, we saw you on the bus. You're on the bus. Tell us all about the Jubilee on Sunday.
Well, I'll tell you all about it. We got there so early in the morning. I left home at 7, and so did everybody else. And we were all in this wonderful building, having gone through security and everything. And there's suddenly a room full, from Cliff Richard to well, you know who was there. I don't have to tell you, but to see everybody and catch up with friends that you, or colleagues or people you've worked with that you haven't seen for so many years, it was a wonderful reunion, and it really captured the spirit that in the Queen's letter that she has written to everybody, of wanting the world to unite. When we got onto that bus and saw the crowds of people and the genuine feeling and the genuine spirit that was running through London, it really was quite emotional and enlightening and thrilling. And for me to be on the bus with Cliff and all the others, the love that goes towards Cliff from the general public is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And because of what he's been through, he's taking it on board so delicately. It means so much to him now to have the love of his audience, you know. And then you've got this he's still a boy to me. And you've got this boyishness, and it's divine. It's just so simple, and he's just a lovely, lovely, lovely person.
Where did you first meet Cliff?
When did I first meet him? 1960. Well, I got my equity ticket in 1958. And I met Cliff, first of all, at the BBC Lime Grove studios, doing A Top of the Pops. And of course, he was becoming this giant of the industry already. And then we've met many times on his birthdays and on his celebrations, and also a lot of charities, and at the Palladium, you know, with the royal events. So I feel very privileged to feel just a little part of his life. And, you know, generally, you know, girls.
I loved him all my life, obviously. And I was at a party about 8 or 9 years ago where he was at, and him and I ended up singing karaoke together. Oh, Devil Woman, and he couldn't remember the words. And I love that.
Well, can I say my story? Can I say my story? I was at the studios where they were filming Summer Holiday when my mum's film The Leather Boys was being made, and I was wearing a black polo neck jacket top, and I remember being so in love with him as a kid, and I sat on his lap and put my arm around him, and I wouldn't allow my mother to wash the jumper for 2 weeks.
Quite right.
Yeah.
Yes, and I have to tell you that we had a holiday villa next door to his in Portugal, so I used to sort of stalk him on the beach with his sisters when I was a child, going, oh, and he had this little record player. It was like a little Dansette record player. I'm sure that we're not really admitting to remembering, but we do. And he used to play records with his sisters and play ball on the beach. It was fabulous.
There you are. That's the real person, isn't it? That's the boy, and his love of his mum and his sisters and everything. It's so genuine. As I said, I'm so genuine with the people that love him, which is, you know, it's a gift. He was given a gift. He's shared that gift, and now he's enjoying. It's more than adulation. It's a true love, isn't it? It's somebody that people feel, as we do, that he's a kind of brother figure.
Yes.
You know, and
can we give you some adulation, darling, and talk about you? I want to know what's your favorite what's your favorite journey in your performing life? What's your favorite song or performance, or what's your sort of highlight?
When asked that question, I always go back to one gentleman, other than my beloved Mike, called Harry Seacombe. Harry, I was at the Palladium with Harry and Jimmy Tarbuck and Thora Hird and Freddie Frinton and Russ Conway. And we were together doing 2 shows a night and 3 on Saturday for 8 months. And then I went on tour for the Combined Services Entertainment for CSE with Harry. And I actually met Johnny Ball yesterday, and we were in Singapore with Harry. And there was something, I went to Borneo, Kuching, Cyprus, obviously Germany, Checkpoint Charlie. And Harry, it was 1967. So my career, you know, Just Loving You had come out. It was, you all know those times when something, you can't explain it. Life is blossoming. Everything seems right. And then there's this gentleman who comes into my life called Harry Seacombe. His generosity of spirit he had a metaphorical arm around you,
Oh,
wanting you to do well.
But
And
that's-
not just me, I mean everybody that he worked with. And then of course this goonish sense of humor, a kind of naughtiness, a childlike quality. And then I was telling John, that when he found out what the dancers, and this is sort of has been a secret in my life, but I feel now I want to tell everybody, when he found out what the dancers were getting, their wages, they
Yes.
never knew where that extra tenner in their wage packet came from. But I know it was Harry. And he was, you know, that wonderful thing of somebody that cares for every single person, his beautiful wife, Myra, his children, and then came his other family of show business. And he embraced everybody, a Beverly aircraft from Bryce Norton at 3 o'clock in the morning. And then we were suddenly in a desert with no toilets and all of you kind of get to know a guy, you know?
Yeah, you do.
So
How
it's a long-winded
wonderful.
way of saying one of my treasures in my life was Harry.
but
Yes.
you know that the show business family in those days, because you know, with my dad, I mean, even though my
Yes.
dad died in the early 60s, when he was diagnosed, all of them, Eric and Ernie, I'm trying to think, Frankie Vaughan,
Yes.
Benny Hill, there were loads of them. They sent my mum money to help her. All of them, because he was so young and she had no income and she had a young child and he was unable to work, you know, because of his brain tumor. They sent her money. So there was always a huge show business community that did look after each other.
Yes. In fact, we were at Brinsworth on Saturday singing and celebrating, you know, the Not Forgotten and Brinsworth. And that it, as you say, there is a spirit that is kind of a little circle. We have our circle of friends, don't we? And then we have the circle of the community of show business, and the people that we really care about are cared for.
That's
Yeah,
the
you
essence
put it-
of our, that's the essence of our culture, really, in the arts, isn't it? Is that everyone's accepted, everyone is supported in whatever way we can help each other. That's the deal.
And I was sitting next to Matthew Kelly and holding his knee.
I
and he was holding
wondered
my
what you were
knee.
going to say then for a moment.
What, darling?
What's your
I wondered what you
bunting?
were going to say for a moment.
What a brilliant artist he is. I mean, we did Panto together, and then this dramatic actor is, you know, flying high, and there he is, and we're sitting watching everybody else, enjoying everybody else, and it was just an amazing experience.
So, Anita, what we need to talk about now, which is the most important thing, is how the bloody hell can you be 80 years old?
I don't know how did I get here? I can't say. Our friend, lovely Kate Planted, she knows that I can't actually say the.
Nor should
How
you.
many
Nor
21s
should
go
you.
into
Darling.
80? My darling, look, you are all 4 of you so young, and it's just, I don't know. All I know is that I have been gifted with so much in my life, and I'm grateful and I'm happy to be where I am. And I think I should darn well celebrate the whole year.
Yes.
I do too.
Yes,
Yes.
I do. But honestly, you're so naturally beautiful, Anita, and so a lot of people when they get older are not still so recognizable. But you've looked. I've known you for thousands of years, and you always look the same.
You do look the same.
Well, I did put the eyelashes on this morning for you.
We've all done that, darling. We've all done that.
Yes.
Yeah. I sleep.
Oh.
I sleep in mine. So you know.
Yes, she does. She really does. She's
But
not
do you
joking.
have a beauty secret for us?
Oh, Clinique. Well, look, we're talking about how we look and everything. My darling mum was very beautiful. She had Elizabeth Taylor's shoulders and a décolletage. I got my father's chest. But my mum they lived through the war, and then there was rationing, and you know, when I was a baby and everything. But she never went out with putting a bit of lipstick on and putting that lipstick on her cheeks. And I remember that. And my father, they idolized each other. I grew up in a house of love with my two big brothers who are still loving now. And that's the best gift of all, isn't it? That's what I'm sorry, I'm being a bit sentimental because I'm cherishing everything at the moment. But I think that basically that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's who we are, who we were, and who we've loved. There you go.
Yes. Oh, very philosophical today, I think, Anita. But you know, regardless of that, I've never seen anyone look so fabulous at 50 plus 30. How's that?
Just say 50 plus. Don't say the 30.
Yeah, just say 50 plus. You could be 50 actually, or even younger.
Just say 30.
I want to give you all a hug. I don't care about the age.
Your vitality.
Yeah,
as well.
Exactly.
And you say you have such vitality. I mean, your fitness, is that because of when you were younger, you were skating and stuff?
I think, you know, I skated. Oh, I saw Torval and Dee. We had a lovely chat. And I skated with a wonderful man called Courtney Jones. And they said, have you seen Courtney lately? Now, Courtney, I was his sparring partner when I was 12 and 13 and 14. He said to my parents, go to take Anita to Queen's ice rink. And she'll learn from a lady called Gladys Hogg, who'd helped him with his first two partners were June Markham and Doreen Denny. And he went on from Bournemouth Ice Rink, Westover, from Queen's as well, to be world ice dance champion 5 years running.
Wow.
And he, to pay for his skating, was a dress designer with Hardy Amies. So he worked all day and then skated through the night to get where he was. And he designed the outfits that Torval and Dean won the Olympics in.
Oh my goodness.
That's my childhood story of somebody. And Chris and Jane yesterday said, please be in touch with him. He would love to hear from you. So that's my next thing that I have to do. That's like, you know, 100 years of knowing somebody. And then how our lives link up. It is strange, isn't it? And wonderful at the same time. Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah.
How
are you
so
all?
Amazing.
Are you all okay? You look okay.
You give us life. You give us, you know, talking to you, it's like a light bulb, darling.
Oh,
Really.
sweetheart. I've got a couple of light bulbs actually on them.
And you
They
know,
do
Anita,
help.
I remember when I was growing up and seeing you on telly, and some of the wisdom that you said then really affected my life. And I remember being very inspired, you know, with the singing that I went on to do by you. So I've got to say a big thank you to you.
Oh,
a bit like we did for the Queen, darling.
Oh, my love, thank you so much. I don't remember being wise when I was younger.
Well,
but I've always, I guess I've always been able to just say thank you. You know, you never forget your first teachers, do you? And there was a Miss Gabelle who was our singing teacher in my convent.
Yes.
Dusty and I went to a convent.
Anita, so did I.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Well, mine was in Bournemouth.
And Harriet and I weren't allowed because we were Jewish girls. So
I just went to a normal state primary school, and I have no religion at all, but I know more hymns than I do anything because I so funny.
You see, we've all got that bit in us from our childhood. I don't think any of us that really care ever forget it or ever lose it. Do you? I mean, look at the four of you. You've kept together. All of you Wonderbirds have kept together something. You started something when it was really needed.
Yes.
And look how it's blossomed, and look how
you
still
united. You, but we have been nominated for an award by Broadcast magazine.
Congratulations, and quite right. Hey, that's really good.
Yes, I didn't tell Harriet we didn't tell Harriet what the real award was, which was putting up with Harriet and Sherry for the last 2 years. But would they think it's a Sorry, did you hear that?
That funny, Debbie? Possibly less.
Now,
Actually,
girls.
No comment.
I'll be the arbiter here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, how
Oh.
lovely.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm sure Sherry wishes she was here. She's not here today, but she sends all her love to you, darling.
Thank you. Give her my love. I was told that she would be there. So is she all right?
Yeah, she's fine. She's just got a job. Don't you hate people that are working?
Oh,
Yes.
there
We're
you
not
go.
talking to her at
The
the moment.
phone rings and we're away.
Yeah, bye.
Yes.
Lovely to see you, darling.
Thank you
Come back
so
and
much.
see us soon.
Thank you. It was so
Everything
lovely.
lovely for you. Everything. And
Thank
let's
you.
celebrate.
Yay!
Yes.
Yay!
Take care, my
Thank you,
darlings.
darling. Big
Bye,
kisses.
Oh, how lovely. Lovely, lovely.
Whee! Bye, darling. Bye.
Bye.
Wasn't she
Oh.
amazing? Oh,
She's an inspiration.
I-
Absolutely.
Go on. Talking about birthdays,
Yes.
it's Harriet. Stop listening.
I know. And
It's
then
Harriet's
yours.
birthday on Wednesday. So
When-
don't say anything. Look at her. Look at her listening. Look at her. Her ears are flapping like Dumbo.
my lips are sealed.
Oh.
And then
No,
it's Debbie's birthday.
I know.
Yes, on
Very
June
soon.
14th.
14th.
So that's the lovely thing is that if I don't remember Harriet's birthday, she doesn't remember mine. So I always have to remember hers. It
Yeah,
just
of
works like
course.
that.
Just how it works, isn't it, dear?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
Sherry might be back next week. Who knows?
Yeah.
Let's wait and see.
Let's
I just
hope
have
so.
Dee, have you still got your bunting up?
Of course.
That's a very rude
I've
question
got my
to ask
bunting.
somebody
My
of a certain
bunting
age.
is everywhere, darling. My bunting
That's
is
what I.
everywhere.
That's what I'd heard. We need to get Lavoie back with the hedge trimmers.
We do.
Yes. This show
Yes,
is disgraceful.
haven't-
It's rude. It's
we haven't-
disgusting.
And
We
that's why
haven't
people
spoken
love it.
about that. But I have found some for the good father's thing for the face. So maybe that could we won't talk about it though.
What are you
I'll
talking
let you know another time.
What
She's-
are you talking about?
Harriet.
What? Yes,
She's gone as well. She's a bit weird.
I know.
Fuzz.
And
Oh,
we better
dear God.
go.
Please go. Please
We
go.
better go.
Loving you.
I'm going to
Loving you,
meditate.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, she's namasteing. Dear God help us.
Namaste.
Oh no.